everyone, welcome back to Gugak Breeze. Today, I'm excited to welcome a Pansori singer who shares Korean culture through this unique musical storytelling. Thank you so much for being here. Could you start by telling us about yourself?
Hello, thank you for having me. My name is Sangah Lee. I'm a Pansori performer or Pansorier based in Toronto. I'm also the artistic director for the Canada Pansori Center. It's a non-profit organization that aims to introduce Korean traditional music to more people here in Canada.
Amazing! So, some of our listeners might not be familiar with Pansori. Could you explain what it is in a simple way?
Of course. So Pansori is a Korean traditional musical storytelling art. And to simply put, it's a one-person theatrical tradition. The basic setting of Pansori is like it features one singer or a storyteller and a drummer who provides rhythm through instrument called 소리북. And the Pansori singer or Pansori performer tells the stories by means of singing, speaking, narrating, and with some acting skills and gestures. I would say Pansori is a really engaging and lively, fun tradition.
Great. Also, are there any well-known Pansori stories or pieces that you've recommended? And what makes those pieces so special or powerful for you?
There are so many, but the one that I frequently teach and perform is called 사랑가. It means love song, the song of
Oh.
love. I think it's because, I mean, it's a really great piece, especially for beginners to learn, especially in terms of vocal techniques. It's not as demanding as other, pansori repertoires. But what I really love about this piece, this song, is how funny and relatable its lyric is. Because the 사랑가, this song, right? This song is about a man expressing his affection, love, and singing it to his lover, right? But instead of talking about love or romantic words, he mostly talks about food. He keeps suggesting, "What would you like to eat?"
Right.
So I think it's somehow important. Food is in Korean culture. Korean people love to eat, and it's about how Korean people like to express their love or affection by sharing good meals, food. So I
right.
think this song is very highly reflective of Korean culture in general. And
Right.
the melody is really good.
Right,
So
right. I really
try
agree of
it.
that. Okay, that is so amazing. So let's move the other part. You performed Pansori overseas as well. Was there any fun or memorable moments that stands out from those experiences?
One moment that really stood out to me is, I would say, last year at the Toronto Korean Festival, and Lily was there too, right?
Yeah, right.
She played 소리북, she played drum for me, when I was performing Pansori. So thank you. And at the time, I tried to invite the audience to join in 추임새. I think Lily mentioned about 추임새 in the last episodes. 추임새 is it's a kind of vocal encouragement, and it's when the audience and the drummer shout Korean words like 추임새 words to give power, energize the singer.
Right.
And after I taught several Chimse words, the crowd, the audience there got really, really into it, and they shouted Chimse really passionately, and they even sang along with some arirang parts. And I think like even though they might not have understood all the words, they were able to interact with me, new and like performers. I think it was a really touching moment, like rewarding moment for me.
Right, right.
It made me feel like Pansori was really, really connecting with people here in Canada. So
Right.
yeah, that was a memorable moment.
Chuimse is a miracle.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, then since Pansori is performed entirely in Korean, how do you connect with international audiences who might not understand the languages, or do you do anything differently?
Oh yeah, great question. As I just mentioned, I like all the time I teach the audience some simple Chimse words so that they
Right.
can, actively participate. I really encourage them to shout at me. And I also try to explain the stories context whenever possible. So even if they don't catch exact every word, they understand, I think, the overall arc of stories and emotions that I'm trying to convey. And sometimes, if I can, I try to put up some subtitles in the back, of the stage through the screens, or I distribute some handout translations. But honestly, music can be felt emotionally,
Right.
and those emotions, experiences, sentiments can be communicated without really understanding the words.
Right.
So I would say the subtitles, handouts, and me explaining all the storylines, they really, really help, but they're not absolutely necessary for enjoying Pansori.
Right,
I'd like
right.
to say that.
Music is another language.
Yes, yes, and yeah, people say it's a universal language, and I
Right,
agree.
right.
Yeah.
That is so great. Okay, so I wanna know about like tips from you. Are there any small details or techniques in pansori that only 소리꾼 would really understand or pay attention to?
Yeah, there are again so many things that we
Right.
really pay attention to when singing and projecting our voice. But for now, I would say pronunciation. So pronunciation is very, very important in Pansori and in the Pansori tradition. And I believe many Pansori practitioners would agree on this. We often elongate vowels for emotional effects. So, like sometimes we pronounce those elongated vowel sound as they are, but other times we intentionally alter them, vowel sounds to achieve a more effective delivery. So, for example, let me demonstrate a little. In 사랑가, the song that I mentioned briefly, there is a part with the phrase 당동 지지루지. That means a short and round shaped melon.
Oh.
Yeah, so normally if you elongate the vowel sound, that should be pronounced as 다앙 도옹, right? But we yes, 다앙 도옹. But change it to pronounce it 다 we intentionally put this sound to create a more forward, condensed, focused sound with a slight nasal tone. So the vocal placement is now on your nose area, not back in the neck, right? Yeah, so like right? So pronunciation is, I think, something that pansori practitioners and performers really, really pay attention to. And this is something that I always, when I teach saranga.
That is great. Amazing.
Thanks.
Or is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners, like more professional tips or something?
You mean like in terms of vocal techniques? This is something that I teach in the very first class, whenever there is a series of pansori workshops or something, there is a pansori drill consisting of three different vocal techniques like
Oh.
평음, 떠내음, 꺾는. Each tone has its own name. So 평음 is like a straight chest voice. It's like ah, as if you are trying to hit the wall
Ooh.
with your only voice.
Cool.
And then 떠내음 is a note with wide vibrato, and we often use that when we reach to a very lower pitch, like ah. I think this sound is the identity of pansori voice. And then the third one is 꺾는. It's like a bending tone, but it literally means a breaking sound. So you go up and quickly go downward like a semitone relation. So ah. And pansori performers, we believe that this 꺾는, this specific 꺾는, is the one that allows us to express the feeling of the sense of sorrow, sadness. So we have this three-note drill, ah. If you come to my pansori class, you will have more chances to practice this
We
drill.
have to join your class.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, that is amazing. Wow. I don't have any technique for that. So, but I try to for that.
I mean, you have such an amazing voice.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah,
try from now on.
yeah. I mean, for the listeners of your podcast, Lily is not just an amazing drummer, but whenever she does the 춤새, I feel like very encouraged and energized because
Really?
her voice is really, really powerful in projecting some power and, everything. So, yeah, I really love your 춤새 voice.
We
And
have
I
to
believe that you have a
show them
potential
like
for-
how much we have a powerful stage.
Yes.
So then, could you share about your working on these days and recent or upcoming project?
Yes, thanks for
It's
asking.
time to.
Yeah, really, I do have some exciting projects. So, Canada Pansori Center has been running this amazing project called Sori 25, like, Pansori class of 2025. And this
Oh.
project started last July. And since then, every week, participants in this project gather together and learn Pansori and practice Pansori. And as part of this project, we are also preparing for a final concert on November 8th, 2025 at
Oh.
918 Bathurst in Toronto.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have to do
So-
the live as well.
Oh, yeah. We can live through your podcast if it's okay. So during the concert, the final concert, participants will perform what they have learned. I mean, it will be a great opportunity for them to shine on stage. And there will be also some performances by professional musicians, including myself and Lily and other amazing musicians. And plus, there will be Korean culture booth. Like they will sell makgeolli, they will have pajeon or other
Wow.
traditional accessories, to create a very like small festival kind of atmosphere. Yeah, I
That's
think it will be a
great.
great way to not only celebrate Korean culture, but the end of this year, here in Toronto.
That's
So
great.
yeah, please feel free to join us.
Yay! How about do you have an online class?
You mean pansori?
Pansori
Right now, I
classes.
don't have a online pansori singing class, but from September this year, I will be teaching Korean Music 101,
Oh.
sponsored by Korean Culture Center in Canada, 한국문화원. Yeah, there I'll be teaching the general stories and histories about Korean traditional music. So if you're interested to learn more about Pansori or Pungmul or other Korean traditional music in terms of histories and theories, yeah, please join me
It's
in that
amazing.
class.
Yeah, we have to check it out. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing your story and insights today. Pansori is such a deep and emotional art form, and it was so inspiring to hear directly from someone who's truly living it. I hope our listeners enjoyed this episode as much as I did, and we will see you next time on Gugak Breeze. Feel the breeze, feel the rhythm. See you next time.